You know, I'm often asked about public land whitetail hunting, and I guess it comes from the fact that I spent almost the first 30 years of my deer hunting career chasing trophy whitetails almost exclusively on public land. I authored 5 books during that time, and most of the content in all 5 of those books was about chasing trophy whitetails on public land. And there are some pluses and minuses, of course, of hunting, trophy whitetails on public land. One of the many pluses is the fact that most state wildlife agencies keep a real close record of what happens on their public lands. So they have records of the deer that are taken off those lands, what you can expect to see and harvest off those lands, the quality of the deer. That's one of the big pluses of hunting public land. Also, in this day and age, a lot of people, a lot of hunters just naturally assume that if it's public land, there are no big deer. In my home state of Wisconsin, that's certainly not the case. There are still very good deer on public land, especially in the northern part of the state, and in many other areas as well, many other states. The thing about effectively hunting public land is you're going to have to do your homework and you're going to have to do some legwork, which means you need to get to those hunting areas, those public land areas during the off season, and do some scouting, do some very thorough scouting. Look for places that you're going to be able to hang stands and hunt when you come back during the open season. Now, one thing I will tell you is in my home state of Wisconsin, you also can't leave your stands in the tree, the portable stands, overnight. So you have to take them out with you every day when you leave. The other thing, scouting for big deer is, of course, a prime prerequisite for having a successful public land hunt. However, what I discovered over the many years that I hunted public land was taking big deer is almost more so a matter of patterning other hunters, because where there are big deer and where there are other hunters, you're going to have a tough time patterning and taking one of those big deer. Mature whitetails are tough enough to take when they don't know they're being pressured or they don't know they're being hunted. And speaking of whitetails, new for this year is the Carbon Express Whitetail Arrow. And to learn more about taking trophy whitetails, join the online community at whitetailexperience.com.